And I'm going to back up a step. We also do it with heart. So like when Corinne says she goes out there and manages it, etc., she is enticing them to leave the property. She is providing them food. She is providing them water. She is providing them some resources to be able to leave the property and have someplace to go instead of just being combative with them and you got to go, etc. So I think that also helps our community. So we both take care of that as well as the property too. And there's less damage on the property when we do that.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil, and today I'm joined by some ones that I'm looking forward to chatting with. We have Ren and Dimi from Hive Investment Group in Vegas. So excited to have you both here on the show today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Of course, I think our listeners are really going to take something away from how you're helping investors and really supporting them in getting their properties in the Nevada area. So let's dive in. First off, for those not familiar with you and your world yet, can you give us the short version of what your main focus is?
Yeah, so we're both local realtors and property managers here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Dimi is our broker with Hive Real Estate Group, and I'm the lead property manager for Hive Real Estate Group and Property Management. And our main focus, we really don't have a main focus. I guess our business thrives on our property management side of things, but we are also both real estate sales people, and that's kind of.
And we focus mostly on investors. And so we're able to purchase and sell properties for them as well as manage them and give them a highlight when we're in the purchasing stage as to whether it'll be a good investment or not. And then we move on if it's not, to make sure that we're getting them into something that will make them income not only in the short term, but also as they exit their portfolio whenever that goal is.
Yeah, and we manage not only for the novice property manager or landlord. I'm sorry, we manage not only for the novice landlord, but also for the seasoned investor. And we do everything from single family homes to multiplex properties, small condos,
uptown houses, as well as corporate rentals and short-term rentals.
Fully furnished rentals.
Yep.
Awesome.
We're very
What
diverse.
What are some of the keys that have allowed your business to run smoothly?
Organization and workflow tasks. I would say that we are very big on data collection and ensuring that everything has a place. What do you think?
We do. And we do a lot of analysis on our properties to constantly keep an eye on the costs, the increases, and what we can do and be able to advise our owners of when it's time to move out.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Or get into something else or stick with it for the long term. So we do a lot of analysis. We're more than just rent collectors, which a lot of people think property managers are. We oversee everything on a property. Most owners are totally hands off. A lot of our owners are out of state, out of country, and we're able to manage it for them and make it the most profitable that it can be.
Yeah, we like to take a very proactive approach versus a reactive approach. We try to ensure that we're consistently monitoring the properties in person as well. I think that we do, in our market at least, visit our properties more than the majority of the property managers. So that really gives us a hands-on bird's eye view to see what type of updates, improvements, or repairs are needed before they become a big mess.
Well, hopefully they don't
Absolutely.
ever become
Yeah.
us, right?
Yeah, so speaking of sometimes things being a mess, I know that every business owner has those moments where things get real. Maybe a deal goes sideways or you have to clean up a mess. Would you mind sharing one of those moments you've experienced and how you overcame it?
Christina?
Yeah, go for it.
No, you go for it. That's your specialty.
Yeah, so in Las Vegas, we do deal with a lot of houseless vagrants in the areas. And so once again, we like to be very proactive instead of reactive. So one of the ways that we typically have to clean up messes is by dealing with literal messes, not just a figurative kind, but by dealing with ensuring that our properties are kept safe. And when they're not, and when there is an entry or something like that, we have full teams in place to make sure that it's all mitigated in a quick and efficient manner. And then just going back to what we said on the, analysis side and the operations side, I think just really monitoring our owners' books and our investor clients' comps and everything like that to see what they're looking to purchase. I think we really do a really good job of ensuring that we're on the forefront of collecting any of that data to be able to make an informed, educated, and well-balanced move for our clients to purchase new properties or anything similar.
And I'm going to back up a step. We also do it with heart. So like when Corinne says she goes out there and manages it, etc., she is enticing them to leave the property. She is providing them food. She is providing them water. She is providing them some resources to be able to leave the property and have someplace to go instead of just being combative with them and you got to go, you're, etc. So I think that also helps our community. So we both take care of that as well as the property too. And there's less damage on the property when we do that.
Yeah, we've actually picked up a couple of owners in that manner because we advocate for a lot of the low income folks who aren't able to obtain suitable housing on their own. And so we've actually gathered, I think we led a homeless to home summit back in 2023, June of 2023. And I think we had about 20 investors lined up right after that. So even something like that is how we typically clean up the messes in our area, if you will, because we're dealing with things that other people won't touch. And we're dealing with things that other people don't know how to handle. And therefore, it gives us a leg up to be the reputable as well as, I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say, but
With heart property manager.
yeah, with Heart Property Manager. But people see that and they like that we're just not your average rent collector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some
Absolutely.
of the other things we do along those lines too. For instance, we accept all animals. We oh, sorry. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
No, it's
You
okay.
finish
You
it.
can continue on.
Sorry, I was going to say one of the things we do is we allow like all breeds of dogs. We are pit bull lovers, and we explain to our owners, a lot of owners say we don't want the big dogs, but it's the little dogs that do all the damage, not the big dogs. But we have more opportunity for tenants to come to us, and they're referred to us because we're open about our pet policies, et cetera. Obviously, if they damage the property, et cetera, we're going to take care of that too. But we are very pet friendly company.
Amazing. That's beautiful. What are you guys most focused on solving or scaling to next in your business?
I think something that we're most focused on solving in order to scale is how we're going to compete with others with the new age of AI coming into effect. One thing that Demi is really awesome for as a broker is being open-minded. And so that's currently something that we're actually, I don't want to say battling, because we're actually one of the more technologically advanced companies, in my opinion. However, with the new and up and coming AI all over the place, we're really having to hit the ground running fast with a number of different programs, if you will. And we're trying to make sure that we avoid that shiny object syndrome and grabbing everything at once and really making informed,
Good
smart
decisions.
moves
Yeah.
as we proceed. So I would say that that's our biggest challenge, is navigating the aspect of AI in our new world. But I think we're doing a pretty good job of handling it so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, makes sense. I think that's something everyone is going to need to learn how to navigate in some way or another. Awesome. As far as your investor clients, are you guys working mainly with investors that reside in the Nevada area, or also investors that are out of state or international, or how does your clientele work?
All of it.
All of it. We have investors that are both stationed that live here in Nevada, but the majority of our investors are out of state investors, out of country investors, and they
Yeah, I would say about 15% that are actually in the state. The remainder are out of the state or out of the state.
state, not a country, and we just take care of stuff for them.
Yeah, our
Amazing.
owners really put the ball in our hands.
Yep. We've had some owners that go back to 2008 that are still with us, and they're our greatest referrals for us. And we just love having, we know a lot about them, the trust factor that's there, the loyalty. It's really an awesome combination.
Absolutely. It sounds like you guys are offering a full service to them, which is not always easy to find.
Or- And we don't
Yeah,
nickel and dime them during the process either.
that's important.
It is
Yeah, a
important.
lot of
Stuff.
the listeners to this show are, you know, investors maybe looking to get started or already, successful in their career. And maybe they haven't thought of the Nevada market. What are some of those maybe pros or reasons that an investor would want to get into that market with you guys?
There's plenty. Our market is never ending, and we have all sorts of different ways that you can dip your toes in. Deanie's the investor guru, so I'll let her speak to that. But I can tell you that, like I said, especially for us with such a diverse portfolio management style, There's ways for, the mom and pops to get involved very easily, as well as the seasoned investor. And there's a market for everybody here.
Correct. And we can help whoever.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Whether they're getting a loan, whether they have cash, however they want to be able to purchase a property, we can assist getting them in. Whatever, we'll figure out what their strengths are and work best towards their goals. Get them with the right professionals if we need to get them a loan, if we need to see whatever we need to do, whether we need to negotiate a special contract with the seller. We try to do all of that stuff to be able to allow people to buy into the American dream, right? To invest in real estate and it is probably the easiest. It's one of the only investments that never ever goes to zero, right? You always have an investment there. You might have a slow market for a minute, but then it'll always turn back around and you're always going to make money.
Yeah, and typically we have what we call our investor pool, where we have off-market properties that come up all the time, some of our partners and peers. And so when those do come up, we'll typically send them out in a private list. And if people want to grab them, whoever comes first with the money in hand or with the loan approval or whatever it is. But we also have ways to work with partnerships for those smaller investors who may not have the ability to fund an entire project on their own, but are interested in smaller investing and want to get involved with a portfolio partner.
Yeah, amazing. Can you expand on what that looks like?
Well, sometimes we put together an LLC and have different investors come into play, because some people may not have enough money to be able to purchase a property.
True.
Yep. So we end up doing a joint venture and creating an LLC to protect all the partners. And then we are able to purchase a property and then manage it for them. And then if somebody wants out, well, we have stipulations. We put the contract in with attorneys so that if there's ever an opportunity that they want out for a portion, it's all on the up and up and nobody gets burnt in the process. And if the current investors don't have the funds to buy out that existing one, maybe we bring in a new one and we can go from there.
Ideally, I'd like to put something together in the future, because it's not, in my understanding or my knowledge, I don't think that there's a lot of people in Nevada who really give maybe the younger generation the opportunity to invest. So I'd like to put something together where they can invest for a very, very minimal amount and still have or collect a dividend and have shares in the company or something like that.
Well, dividend and shares gets into the Security Exchange Commission. We're not there, but something.
That's just my hope for the future,
Yeah,
because I'm the young
I
one.
think that's beautiful. Yeah, it's not easy for the younger generation. I get it. Awesome. So as far as I know you guys mentioned that when we talked earlier that you're on have some positions on the board of the committees. Can you share a little bit more about that?
Yeah. I am the current 2025 Nevada NARPM president, which is the National Association of Residential Property Managers for the state of Nevada. There is a national organization of property managers across the nation. I am the Nevada state chapter president. I was obviously president-elect last year. I was also legislative chair last year, legislative chair this year. And then I'll be rolling into the past president role for next year. in addition to that, I am also the 2025 Forms Committee Chair. I was the 2024 Forms Committee Vice Chair last year.
For our local real estate.
For our
association.
local, really, for the Las Vegas Board of Realtors. And I am heavily involved in the legislative process, obviously, to ensure that any laws that are passed are incorporated into our forms. And we also go out and speak to the legislators and try to educate them so that they don't make decisions based on unintended consequences that we pay for later. So we try to do all of that. We're not always successful because sometimes they have their own agenda, but we push it really hard. And then like this year, we wrote a couple of letters to the governor to veto some laws that would have been detrimental for investors. And we were able to get that passed. So we try to to stay as much involved because I used to hate politics and never wanted to have anything to do with it. But when you're in property management,
And real estate in general.
in real estate in general, but specifically in property management, you have to be aware of all the laws and you have to know how it affects your clients and your tenants. And you have to advocate for them to ensure that everybody's in a good place and that they're just not passing stuff just to pass stuff because there's a few bad actors.
Yeah, and we heavily advocate for both parties too. It's not, even though we obviously have a duty to our owners, we do also have a duty to our tenants. So we are advocating for both parties. Dini also has a ton of other accreditations under her belt from over the years on the salesperson side.
Designations. Excuse me.
I am the current Nevada NARPM. I'm on the board of directors as well, and I also serve as the current affiliate chair, and I am heading into the 2026 role for the affiliate chair as well as the marketing chair. And I am also getting ready to sign up for a leadership community. A leadership committee here on our local real estate board.
Amazing. That is so exciting for you guys. I love that you're involved.
She's the incoming, I'm the outgoing.
She's put in all the work.
Yeah. Well, you both are putting in a lot of work, I'm sure. Awesome.
But
So when it comes
you
to
do that,
Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead.
Sure. When it comes to business growth, whether that's through networking or just relationship building, what has made the biggest difference for you?
Reputation.
The client referrals is huge.
I would say that up until this year, we lost Demi's my mom. We lost my dad in May. And so we did take a little bit of a break and had a little bit of a dip, and we kind of reevaluated our portfolio, and some of the people that didn't align with us any longer, we did let go of. And so, but the beauty in that is that before that, we were 100% referral based. We've never paid for any advertising or marketing or anything similar. Like I said, now because of the way of the world, I think we're going to have to start getting involved with that just a little bit to stay afloat. But we are a 100% referral based business, and we've grown to exceed over 300 doors in our timeline, just by word of mouth. And I think that speaks volumes to our business and how people feel about us as people in general. Would you
Amazing.
agree?
Awesome.
Thank you.
So
I
before
appreciate
we
that.
wrap up here, if someone wants to reach out, connect, learn more, where can people find you?
Yeah, so you can get in touch with us by contacting us on any of our website submission forms at Hive, like a beehive, realestatelasvegas.com. Our phone number is 702-839-2798. Again, that's 702-839-2798. And our contact information is all over the internet. So you can find us on any social media platform under Hive RE Group LV. So that's our brokerage name, Hive, like a beehive, RE for real estate, the word group, and then the letters LV for Las Vegas. So
Perfect. Well, listen, I appreciate your time, your story, and your perspective. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us. Have a good day.
Of course. And for the listeners tuning in, if you got value, make sure you've subscribed. We've got more conversations with operators who are building real businesses. We'll see you on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.